it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, your friendly neighborhood Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today, I'm kind of amping up the snark just a little bit. I am going to be creating a card for somebody who might be going through a little bit of a rough time during Valentine's Day and doesn't really want anything lovey-dovey. So yeah, let's get to it. I am using Alphabest because it does create or give you the ability to create a card that's completely customizable with whatever words or sentiments that you want. It even has accent pieces so that it's multilingual as well. I'm using some of the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, which is free during celebration until the end of February 2023. I've also got some By the Bay Designer Series paper. We're working with Night of Navy and of course the Valentine punch. And I've already got my letters pulled out for our card. So we're going to start with assembly. I picked these two colors because they go really well together. Or these two patterns, I should say. They do have the coordinating colors. And we're just going to put our first square down. This one is 3 3/4. Then we're going to do a piece of 3 by 3 and square-ish. There's a lot of ish in my craft room. That pushed down, and then this one, and part of our card is going to be covered, or part of this pattern is going to be covered. So you're not really going to be able to tell that it's mussels or I think it's mussels, maybe oysters, I'm not sure. There we go. So that's our base. That would make a lovely card for any occasion. But we're going to create a little bit more. So I've folded this in half because I want to have a card that you can flip the top open. But how are you going to do that with the punch? Well, actually, I'm just going to need to trim a tiny little bit more off the end of this. Now, you can do the same thing with dies as well. When you line it up, all you need to do is make sure that part of your fold is within the confines of the die. So we're going to punch it and just ever so slightly, I don't know if you can see, I've got the tiniest little bit of our card or our paper outside of that so that, oops, it will flip up. Actually, I think I'm going to punch out a piece of this as well. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the coordinating piece because, well, hello, take your pick, because it's just a little bit bigger. So now we'll have it just go, but before we do anything, we are going to stamp. Grab our stamp block, and now you can do the letters individually, or you can do them all together. So I'm just going to line them up on the line here. If you have your Stamparatus, you could use that as well. Okay, you knew you made yourself present for a reason. There we go. Whoops. Love, oh my goodness, I love photopolymer stamps, but sometimes they're a little bit sticky. And I like to do my individual stamps this way if I'm going to be doing more than one, just to make sure that, well, most importantly, I've got the letters facing the right way. There's nothing more frustrating than stamping something upside down. Okay, that's not quite straight. So we're going to move that O down just a little. We're going to move the N over just a little. Now, you can do this individually. If you don't want any spacing, I don't mind a little bit of the spacing. So just gonna grab our ink pad, ink up our nope, and as always, straight down, straight up, and then of course I'm gonna bling it up a little bit. I don't know, some days nope just seems like the perfect word. You could also do a sentiment, oh, that's not straight, on the outside of your card, on the outside of your heart. There we go. You could also bling it up with a little bit of ribbon. There's so many options with creativity. And the best part is, there's no wrong. Actually, you know what? We're going to grab this. And there's this little flower. Peel these guys off and put them back because I don't know about you, but the little ones, they always seem to migrate somewhere that they shouldn't be. Maybe I'll do Orchid Oasis. We'll do our flowers. You could also color these guys with the markers. Actually, the first time I ink, I like to do it a couple of times because sometimes you can see that there's little bubbles or whatever from leftovers from the manufacturing process. So we'll do 3 sets of flowers across the center of the heart. Just about had to craft a lunch, but we didn't. All right, and then bone folder, get a little bit more of a sharp crease. Now we want something that is going to keep this closed. So I wonder if we weight it down with one of our larger rhinestones. I don't usually use the large ones for much. I prefer the look of the smaller ones. Now, if we do a few, it might, whoops, 1, 2, because, you know, even if you're not the biggest fan of Valentine's Day, you still might like a little bit of bling here and there. Well, not quite enough to keep it fully closed. And then let's do dimensionals. So 3 dimensionals on the back should cover us. I think that needs something because it's a little hidden. Let's do another piece of this. See, welcome to my craft room where we think on the fly and just go with the flow. So 2 1/4 inch square for that. So you're not done crafting until you're happy with the end result. All right. So then we'll do that. And then let's see, is that, oh yeah, that's better. It makes it pop a little bit more. There's a few more layers than I normally use, and I didn't really intend to have this many, but I think the blue on blue was a little bit much. It was a little hard to see the pattern. All right. And then we'll stick our card down. Now, all I need to do for the center is a piece of probably white or, oh shoot, I forgot what color this is. But this is light enough too that you can write right over top of it and it'll turn out well. So there's our customizable pop-up, popping, flippable, whatever you want to call it, heart. For somebody who might not fully appreciate Valentine's Day or really like it. I know it's not my favorite holiday. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a truly fantastic day. As always, I really appreciate you hanging out with me for a little while and spending part of your time with me. Join me again really soon for another Valentine's Day. I think this is going to turn into a 14-day series. I've got oodles of ideas. I'll see you again soon.